everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome if you're new, and this is Stephanie Builds Wealth. Here on my channel, I want to do a social experiment to document my transition from going from high income to low income and paying off debt, building wealth, and bringing something to the table that isn't really talked about. It's starting to become dialogue now, which is amazing. But I also want to implement the idea of psychology and its effects on our relationship with money and how it can affect our emotions and habits. So if you're into that, feel free to like and subscribe, stick around. I'm going to be posting things that seem pretty typical to most budgeting channels, and also introducing things that are not typically talked about, which is the emotions and psychology of money and our habits and why we do what we do. So that being said, I have a couple things I want to talk to you about today. So I mentioned before that I was going to share with you my debt payoff strategy. And I had the paper somewhere, but there's a good chance I probably balled it up and played with the cat and then tossed it. And so I kind of had to recreate it from memory. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I have my debt payoff strategy. I started this before my surgery. So I had a couple things knocked out. I have let me just probably say that what I'm planning to do at this stage in the game is, I didn't even realize I was doing this, is I am going to attack this with the Avalanche method. And the Avalanche method with debt payoff is you pay off the debt with the highest interest first, and then rinse, repeat, or re-strategize however it makes sense for you in your life. Currently, my debt avalanche focuses are going to be the credit cards and things that have high interest on them. So there may be other things that have lower balances, like we'll say lower interest, but maybe have a higher monthly balance. My focus at this point, because my income is so tight right now, is to make sure that I can keep the high interest from compounding every month and becoming a real problem. So I was going to focus on the credit cards right here, focus on credit cards, my upgrade loan. That upgrade loan has a 14% interest rate. And then my Affirm loan, which is a unique thing because the Affirm loan, the interest is wrapped into the monthly payment. So the only way that you can get out of paying the full interest that's embedded into each payment is by paying this off early, and then it will basically correct itself and you will not pay any extra interest towards that. So Avalanche method for credit cards, which are typically high interest, upgrade loan, and my Affirm, I guess the payment plan is the way to put it. And then after that, I'm going to switch off to pay off monthly payments that will free up more money to Snowball. And three is pivot as needed. So if I need to do 3 after 1 or before, it's fine. The main point here is to focus that I'm going to be working on my Avalanche method, knocking out my credit cards and high interest, and then pivoting as I need to with whatever happens in the next coming year. So my increase in pay, bonuses, money that I have from any side extra income. I can't stand using the word side hustle because it implies this imagery in the mind where you have to like struggle and kill yourself and exhaust yourself and work day and night. And I just, words have a very strong hold in the mind in psychology. And I just don't want to create a very desperate, exhausting mentality. So this is my approach. I had decided before my surgery, back in maybe September, that I was going to pay off my Capital One credit card by the end of October, and I did do that. I'm going to pay off my Discover One by the end of November, and I was fiddling around, and it looks like I'll be able to take care of that with my medical reimbursement. $350 is going to the Discover One. I'm taking 100 from my Etsy shop. I am taking the 300 from my Wells Fargo bonus for opening up a checking account with them, and then 300 from my payday, which will bring it down to 0. So that will be, at this point, I will have Capital One paid off, Discover One paid off, and would I have medical paid off? I'm not sure. I don't think I will, but I'll have 2 credit cards paid off. Fantastic. And then the next plan of attack is going to be Amazon. And this is what it should be at the end of the month after all the payments go through. And then 500 from the US bonus checking is going to go there. And then my tax refund is going to go towards the rest. After that, I'm hoping by January or sometime in January, whatever my salary increase and bonus will be in the January check. This is the first time I've done a review with this company, and we were supposed to have the reviews back in October, and they kept getting pushed back. So I'm hoping that I get my review this week before the Christmas break happens, and that will activate the January pay. So that's really all I have for my income right there. So after the Amazon is taken care of, and I'm planning on taking care of this somewhere by the end of February or March in 2024. I think if history serves, I typically get my tax refund by the middle or end of February. And then I should be able to pay this off by then, because like I said, I don't use this. I've stopped using it since I had the financial disasters that happened to me the last half of the year, because I know I wasn't able to pay it off. So I just leave this baby alone. And it's going to go up because of the interest to it, unfortunately. Next one is going to be my credit union credit card. And this is a bank that I do not use, but I have an account open there. It's literally just dollars at this point, because my card is with them and then my auto loan is with them. So I bank with other banks, but this is still open because I have accounts that are tied to them. Next is going to be my Bank West, and the goal is to get that paid off before August 1st, which is when the promotional rate expires, and then the interest will kick in. Then Discover 2, I say Discover 2 because I'm using this temporarily until I believe September next year is when the promotional period expires. And I got this as a cash back card and cash match card. So by the end of the year, next year, September, all the money that I have collected in cash back every single month, they're going to match that. So say by September next year, I get cash back of $200, they're going to match me and give me $200. And then once that promotional rate is expired, I will no longer use that card because it doesn't offer any benefit. And quite honestly, a credit card with a 1% cash back really isn't great. I mean, it's literally pennies for each purchase. So as soon as this card expires, I will no longer be using it. And I'll put my utilities on a different card that I'll pay off at the end of every month. I just think, hey, if I'm going to be paying my utilities like normal and I can get a bonus from that, might as well do that and just get some extra money. Why not, right? If I'm already doing the thing, but there's a program where I can get a bonus match from just paying normal bills, why not do that, right? So that is as far as I was able to get currently, because I'm not sure about what my salary is going to be like, and I'm really hoping that is a significant change, since when I was hired there was a bit of a mix-up in what I was supposed to be getting. So I'm hoping that there's some sort of like salary adjustment. And I don't know if this company does bonuses. I've only, at 40 years old, starting working legally at, illegally at 15, I guess, and doing lots of other things in 5th grade, but getting like a job by 15. I've only ever had one job in my life that actually gave us end of the year bonus. So I don't know if this company will do that. I would hope that they do. They're such a massive company. I mean, they generate multi-billions of dollars. So I hope, but I don't know. So I'm very much looking forward to being able to do a paycheck budget and debt update with my new salary. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But as of now, this is as far as I've gotten for a timeline by February, March 2024. The credit union, credit card being paid off, the Bank West being paid off, the Discover being paid off, the Upgrade loan being paid off, and then the Affirm loan being paid off. I don't really have a timeline yet because I just don't know how much money I'm working with. I just don't know. And that's, you know, kind of the catch-all is you don't know what you don't know until you know it. So there's that. Now, I do want to let you guys know that when I am doing my end of the month debt update for December, there's going to be a change. So turns out, if you realize from my last video when I was talking about my credit reimbursements, my medical reimbursement is $350. It was supposed to be much more than this. It was supposed to be $650. However, something happened on their end where I don't know where they came up with these dates, but I submitted my information for the time that I was going to be gone. Work verified I was going to work verified the same dates. My doctor verified the same dates. And so they paid me out. And I have my account set up to where it's automatically reimbursed into my checking account. So I submitted my information back in early October. Yes, because my surgery was the 29th, and then I think I ended up getting paid out by mid-October. And my account just automatically accepted the reimbursement money. However, apparently, I don't even understand how this happened, so I can't really explain it clearly to you, and you can't tell, but I'm just shaking my head and I'm just pinching the bridge of my nose because I don't even have words. I just don't even have words. Somehow, somebody processing my paperwork put me down for being away from work for 2 extra weeks. And I don't even understand how this happened because it clearly states that I was gone on this day and returned to work on this day. And this was verified by my employer and my doctor. So I don't know where they came up with these extra days. And apparently in my first reimbursement back in October, they had calculated these wrong days into my first disbursement, which I had used to pay off my care credit balance of the surgery center copay and then the doctor's office copay. So there's no money left. All the money's gone. And I used it to pay off a couple of the medical balances. So there's no money. It's gone. I didn't take the money and go on a trip. I didn't go shopping sprees. I didn't go and just live my best life. The money literally went towards medical. So I got an email this past Thursday, Friday, when I realized I was getting a deposit notification. And I got the email saying that the deposit was going to go through. And I was a little confused why the money was much smaller amount than what it was supposed to be by half. So I logged directly into my account with my reimbursement insurance and saw that there was a letter letting me know that they were reimbursing me the $350, and then there was a letter with an alert on top of it saying that it needed attention. And I thought, okay, maybe they need more information or something to release the others $300. Oh, no, friends. Nay. Instead, I was reading a document where they were telling me that I was overpaid because I had been paid out an additional almost 2 weeks of not working. Seriously? Yet again, I am being forced to pick up the tab for somebody else's mistake. And I really don't understand, because when I have worked for companies and there was some type of, major mistake that happened because of somebody in our company's fault, we never penalized the customer and said, well, that sucks, we made the mistake, but you're gonna have to fix it anyway. So sorry about that. No. I have only ever worked in places where the few times where there was a problem with the customer and we were clearly at fault, you just had to eat the loss and then reprimand accordingly. And I'm finding myself yet again within 3 months that I'm having to pick up the tab from someone else's mistake. And I'm so done with 2023. I'm so done with these mistakes. I'm just so beyond frustrated. I tried going on to the online chat, but they are closed until Monday. So what I'm going to do is talk to somebody there and let them know, look, I have one more medical reimbursement for my crutches, which should be reimbursed me for about $100. So that would bring my balance down from $980 to $780. And I'm just going to tell them, look, I am completely tapped out financially. If you want me to pay back this overpayment, which is not through any fault of my own, then you're just going to have to accept $5 a paycheck until I have extra money. So I'm going to let them know that, look, I have a reimbursement of $100. I can submit that, and then you can pay me out that $100 and I will give that right back. And then we can establish a payment plan. But at this point, I can give you $5 a paycheck, and that's pretty much it. So unfortunately, another setback, and really fingers crossed that this is the last financial slap in the face I'm going to get, and we can just gracefully bow out of 2023 and move forward and onward and upward. I do have some really exciting news that, remember when I was talking about my bank, my credit union, how I never bank with them, but I have my car loan with them? So I was picking up some mail, and again, everything's automated with my car loan. The payments automatically come out of the bank account. I don't pay attention to those. So I got a letter in the mail this past week, and it's something for my credit union saying something that they're going to be charging me $100 because of like an insurance information thing. And I'm looking at this letter, and I'm realizing that they're saying essentially that they're charging me $100 to cover the car for collision and collateral. And I was really confused by that because I already have insurance with Progressive that already has collision and collateral. This is already a thing. So I ended up calling the credit union and I asked them, hey, why are you guys charging me $100 to my car loan for insurance that I already have? And so he asked me for my insurance policy number and asked for my agent number and put me on hold for about like 5 or 8 minutes, and then came back on the line and he said, okay, I went ahead and updated our records to show that you've had insurance for the past 6 months. So we're going to go ahead and reimburse you $400 off of the loan because you have insurance and we didn't know. And I was kind of surprised by that. I was like, you guys have just been charging my auto loan $100 a month. Now, again, my car loan is automated, so I don't pay attention to it. I only look at it, when I'm writing down my monthly payments. And so with this news, so with the reimbursement of the $400, I checked my account today. To date, they've only reimbursed the $300 plus the interest that they charged me. So they still owe me $100. So I believe that by the end of the month, when it gets pulled on the 26th, that I should be just almost to under 9,000 at that point, which is amazing because within the span of 2 months, I went from being just under 10,000 to now just under 9,000 because that $400 and the insurance that accrued, the interest that accrued was reimbursed. And then I have my next monthly payment coming out on the 26th, so that should bring it down to just under 9,000, which amazing, right? Fantastic. So you win some, you lose some, and it all balances out. So I'm really excited to check back on that. I'm actually going to give them a call, but when I get off filming this, and let them know that they still have the $100 left they have to reimburse me. And then when I do the end of the month numbers, hopefully I can show you some good stuff. And I'll let you know what the reimbursement insurance said. I don't know what to tell them. I'm not the one who put in the wrong information. I verified it, my job did, and my doctor did, so I don't know what to tell them. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you, because I'm quite frankly just over it at this point. So there is good news. Very excited about the reimbursement of the $400 plus the interest that accrued. Once I get my review, I'm going to be able to get a clearer picture of how this payoff is going to happen after February, like the track I'm going to be on starting January. So very excited for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I'd love to know how you are setting up your payment system, if you're attacking credit cards first, or you're attacking the biggest monthly payment first, or if you're doing the smallest monthly payment. I'd love to hear that. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that because it helps the algorithm. It helps me get to more people. Thank you so much.